you've ever been in a rut and you want to know how to get out of that rut, you need to watch this. This is going to be good. 2009, I started a barber college, helped write the curriculum, develop it, and got the college off its feet. And I ended up getting in a rut. I kind of lost my entrepreneurial spirit. I got comfortable, and at the time, or shortly after I started that program, I went through a divorce, and that was tough. And I found myself really being stagnant. I was frozen. I felt guilty, a lot of shame, and I just really had a hard time connecting with people. I was tired. However, life continued. It's as if, the more troubling life became, it still demanded more of me. I want to share about ruts and why ruts can be somewhat important. If you're in a rut, it may be a good sign that you're not growing and developing, which is okay, because just like pain in our bodies, it's a signal that something's wrong, something is off. And oftentimes, that's what a rut does. It reveals to us that we need to be moving. I'm explaining it from my book, Dream Another Dream. Okay, if you go to my book, it's called Dream Another Dream by Tyson D. Thompson. That is me, and let me tell you something, it's more than a book, it's life-changing. Okay, now I'm going to go to chapter 1 of this book, and it's called Secured, the Dreamer's Value. And it talks about how our existence is not of our own merit, that something beyond us has chosen us. And if we're chosen, that means we have purpose. And if we have purpose, that means we have value. We have the very thing that we all desire to preserve and to enhance, and that's life. Okay? Now let me read a definition of life from my book. One definition of life is the existence of organic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, purposeful activity, and continual change preceding death. It sounds to me that life demands some things of us, that we grow, develop, and that we produce. So I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna read this quote from my book. So what are you doing with your life that helps you grow, develop, and be productive? Yeah, I'm asking you. If you can't clearly define it, perhaps you're not as aware of your value and your dream's significance as you may think. Even if you're a victim of unfavorable circumstances, you matter, and so does your story. Why? Because inherently you are valuable. Life chose you. Listen, we have a responsibility to be productive if we say we're alive. If not, we're just existing. But if we want to be live, if we want to be thriving in life, we have to be intentional about being productive. This is why when our bodies are absent from this life, we are disqualified from participating in the only reality that we absolutely know. See, if we believe in life after death, that takes faith. But we do know that we're here now, and we should be productive. Listen to this. Sadly, I shut the world out. I became intimately crippled. That's me personally. I was afraid of rejection, and I unconsciously resisted all relationships of value. By default, see, life is given to us, and we are stewards. However, being mindful of each other's value and worth, it affirms us. That's significant. By deciding to identify with this perspective, the fear of rejection can become non-existent. But when I discovered how my worth was secure, I was liberated to recapture my inner voice, improve my relationships, restore confidence when lost, and pursue my desires without regret. Look, I'm giving you permission right now to dream big. I'm giving you permission to move forward with your dreams, your goals, and your hopes and desires. But the rut, right, will keep you there, and you have to make strategic decisions to get out of the rut. See, there is a scripture in the Bible. It talks about how dreams come through business, like your desires, your goals, it comes through being active. but a fool is known by his words. Just words alone will not do it. You have to be active. You have to be intentional. See, the key to getting out of this rut is being intentional. And there are 3 things that you have to do, okay? Believe that you are worth it, okay? Because you have value. And what will help you with that is good relationships of value. Great relationships, people keeping you on your toes, reminding you of your gifts, helping you to see your blind side and your weaknesses. So you may say, Tyson, well, everybody's not privy to great relationships. I don't have those. Well, you have to be a steward over your own life, and you have to be intentional about developing those relationships. So if you don't have that in your life, then why not try the opposite? Become that for someone else. Go pursue people to help. Go look for opportunities to volunteer and to get involved. Then you will find yourself in a rhythm of serving and developing yourself, your own skills. And what happens is, if you're seen diligent in your business, if you're seen being faithful, then someone of great influence will notice and they will come and help you. But staying on the sideline keeps you in the rut, making excuses about why you can't move forward because you don't have friends, you don't have relationships of value. It's just that. It's an excuse, and it doesn't work. Even though you have reasons why you may not be moving forward, it will not pardon you from the consequences of not acting. You being stagnant will cripple you in the dreams that you have. And remember, everything we do is meant to do one thing, and that's to add value to another person. Someone may be missing out because you're sitting on the couch right now. You're Netflixing and chilling with yourself and chilling with other folks. All you're doing is social media. You want to be entertained and leisure. And that's a big problem in America, leisure and entertainment. But if you want more out of life, you have to be intentional. I'm Tyson Thompson. I'm with Tyson Speaks. And I speak because I care and I love people. And I see your value. But me seeing your value is not enough. You have to see your value. You have to embrace your value and your worth. And you have to be intentional about becoming more. See, life demands, whether you accept it or not, if you're going to be alive, you must grow, develop, and produce. Grow, develop, and produce. And you cannot do it on the couch. Get busy. Start serving. There are many organizations that need help. The fact that you don't have great relationships is not going to be a pass for you. Go become a great relationship. See, one of the reasons why most people don't have good friends and good relationships because they're needy. They're always going into the relationship wanting something and not willing to give. That's destructive. That's not even balanced. You're not even ready to reciprocate what it is that you want in return. I encourage you to subscribe to my page. It'll be more information about getting out of ruts, more information about life change and how to go through that process. I've talked about the sigmoid curve and how that life takes us through opportunities to grow and develop. Sometimes we miss them and we plateau. But as long as there's breath in your body, there is hope. Hope is a visual blueprint of where you want to go. You need to visualize it. You need to speak about it. But you also need to be about it. Go get busy. Go serve someone else. Check out my pages. And remember, Tyson Speaks. And he speaks about your value and your worth. And if you want more great content, subscribe, push the button, and check me out. And I will be in touch. And I want to know your comments about that. I want to know your comments about getting out of ruts. I got more information, more material that can help you. And remember, don't forget to get my book, Dream Another Dream. And choose your future, conquer your past, and begin to lead with confidence. Subscribe.